Okay guys, I got my 57 Chevy truck back home from Gas Axe Chop Shop in 10 Mile, Tennessee, Tim Dixon. And if you watched the video that I put up yesterday, I mentioned that I was going to get trade Tim, swap with him, my 78 Chevrolet Stepside bed truck, Old Dookie. And I was going to swap him, let him drive Old Dookie to his house at Gas Axe Chop Shop. And he drove this to work this morning. Now, I got to tell you, it was cold this morning. Cold. It was probably about 30 degrees. And it was cold and frosty. Frosty. Can't express that enough, frosty. There's a lot of fog and everything. And I'm really, really proud to say that Tim jumped in this truck. He said it started right up. And said he turned the heat on and put it on defrost, and he said he come out and said the truck was good and toasty, windows was defrosted, and it done really, really good. And the reason being is I got this deluxe heater, and you know, I mentioned a couple of videos back, but I'll mention it again in case you're a new subscriber or just happen to luck up on this video, I guess. Anyway, I've got a deluxe heater. I've had 4 57 Chevy trucks, and this is the first time I've ever had a deluxe heater. Now, that was an option back in 57. Normally, you just get a little old heater that comes out here. It either comes out here or, you know, you flip a switch and, you know, you either got defrost or heat. But this is, I guess back in the day, it must be a high-ticket item because every one I've had, other than this one right here, has had just a regular heater in it. But you remember several videos back, I found a box in the garage that I had for 9 years, and I forgot what was in it. And I was looking through, I don't know what I was looking for, but I was looking for something, and I found a deluxe heater, and I bought it from this gentleman 10 years ago, and he told me that the heater core and everything worked. Well, the heater core originally in this truck leaked, and it wouldn't work, so they had the hoses blocked off, all that kind of stuff. So now I'll make this short. Now I got really, really good heat. I'm so proud of it. And Tim has put new bushings in my steering linkage, so it shifts really good. Got a new steering column in it. It's not new. Let me start all over. Don't want to lie to you. This is not a new steering column. It's an old steering column. But if you look at the videos, when I go over Tim Dixon's, most of the time, you'll see a white 58 Chevy truck. That's Jeremy's. Jeremy has put all new Mustang 2 front end and stuff under his truck. It's a really, really nice truck. And he let me have his steering column because my steering column was lacking, I'll say. I mean, you could drive it and stuff. I mean, it was fine. I'm not afraid to go anywhere in this truck. I know that's hard to believe, but, you know, I'm not afraid to go anywhere. You're not going to be in a hurry, but you can go any place in this truck. It does just fine. But anyway, I got a really good steering. Back in the day, the steering, well, heck, I'll just show you. I forgot I had this back here. Tim told me I better hang on to this because I guess they're kind of hard to find or might need one later, but all this stuff is connected to the steering box. You can't just change out the steering box. You got to change the whole column out. So Jeremy was nice enough to give me his because he said he wasn't going to use it. And Tim drove the truck before he put the front end suspension and all that stuff on Jeremy's truck. And he said, Jimmy said his truck drove good. He said, a lot better than yours. So Now my truck drives a lot better with all original parts. But I want to thank Jeremy and Tim and Corey and all them that done all this for me while my 57 Chevy truck was over there. There's a dang ladybug. Anyway, this is what I got a friend I used to work with, and I do these stupid little jobs, you know, that anybody could do, you know, running a spot welder or you know, stuff like that. So he'd always give me a picture, usually once a day, of a 62 Impala or a truck, like this 57. And I'd sit there and just look at that picture and the day'd go by so much better. But I've had trucks 57s before, with the, different frames up and under them, and, really good motors. I've had some really nice 57s, Chevy trucks. I've been really blessed. But I don't know if I'm ever going to do anything else with this one unless something just comes available where I run up on a front end or something some of these days. So that's why I'm glad to have, a better steering box and all that stuff. That's what I'm trying to get at. This old truck, I guess if I had to pick one, I don't know, I just like rough and ready, I guess. Look, this is really nice too. Don't get me wrong. I love, flat black and all that stuff, but I don't know why I'm just attracted to that kind of patina style. I was going to say junk, but it's not junk. It's really a high dollar truck. People don't realize how much money, I'm going to shut the door, and time you can get in some of these old trucks. Sometimes I need new fenders and rockers. I need a whole bunch of stuff still on this truck, but mechanically, I'm not afraid to go anywhere in this old truck. It's a good old truck and it runs really good. Like I said, you're not going to be in a hurry to get there. I mean, you might as well not be because it's going to take a while. I'm not afraid to do 55, 60 in it. I really don't want to go any faster than that, to be honest with you, in about anything I got. No need in it. But anyway, I've been kind of cleaning it up from being over at Tim's, and he parked it in the garage and in his carport thing, and I guess the back end was sticking out, and the birds figured out they could just poop all over the place, so I had to clean all that up. Just stuff like that. But anyway, if you want to donate some doors or some better fenders or money to me to to fix some of this stuff, that'd be great. But anyway, this old truck has got new wiring from one end to the other. I don't trust. This truck's the same age I am, at 62, fixing to be 63, so I didn't really trust the wiring in it. And this truck had been sitting out in the field in Alabama. In case you're a new subscriber or just stumbled upon this video, this truck used to sit out in the field in Alabama. Now, I don't know how long it sat there, but it sat there a pretty good while. So if you go back through some of the history of my videos, you'll see this truck and when I first got it. And I'm telling you, if you think it's rough now, oh my goodness, you should see it when I first got it. And I painted the truck this summer, rattle canned, and I wanted it to look like it was the original paint kind of still on it. Or maybe been painted once and needs painting again. Does that make any sense? Patina style. So I've scuffed all this up down through here, rattle canned it, and I two-toned it. Painted the window visor and painted all in here. As I said, I scuffed it all up myself. I know you're probably laughing. You got to be laughing, but anyway, I done all this myself. Made it look like this paint's been on here 30 years, whatever. But my wife done the letters for me, and I scuffed them up. She's pretty good about painting. She has a steadier hand. I guess I drink too much coffee, so I'm not capable of staying in the lines real good. But anyway, done all that. And I think it turned out pretty good. It's still holding up good. I put Penetrol on it, and I could probably stand to put another coat on it, but that's okay. I'll do it this spring or summer, whatever. No big hurry on it. But anyway, people don't realize how much it costs to get an old truck like this that's been sitting in a field or in a barn or something and get it to this shape. I've had this truck probably 3 years, I guess, just guessing, maybe a little longer. And it's took me a while to save up to get new bumpers and tail lights and, stuff like that. And, I had to, Tim done the exhaust for me. It's a 6-cylinder, 3-speed on the column. Still got the original 6 in it. Boy, that thing runs like a champ. And I always put dual exhaust on. If you keep up with my channel, I always do that. So when it's turned off, it looks like it's got a V8 in it. We put the barn wood in off of a old barn. Tim had some old barn wood, and we put this barn wood in. It didn't have no bed floor. I stuck this old crappy radio in it. It plays. It's not nothing you'd want to break in and steal, but it plays. See, what else have I done? Well, all the insides used to be red. Somebody went crazy with red, and I painted all this black and got rid of the red. It was just, this truck, they had the rims, kind of painted blue and red. I don't know if this used to be a clown truck or not. I really don't know. I've painted the dash this summer. The door panels, I put those white armrests on that I had in the garage, and I thought, heck, I might as well make use of them. These sun visors somebody done a good job on that. They're made of wood. I don't know why I guess you do what you can do with what you got or whatever. So I guess that's what they done. So I painted them. And I was debating on whether to paint this white, but after working on something for so long, I get kind of burnt out. And I worked on this truck for weeks, every day, weeks and weeks. So I got kind of burnt out. So maybe this summer, if I still have this truck, I might paint it, but we'll see. Sorry. And what else? I've got door mirrors, stuff like that. I mean, I'll tell you what, when you look in the catalogs and stuff, I mean, I don't know if you know it or not, but if you've never messed with an old truck or an old car, these companies are proud of this stuff. I'm telling you, proud. So I've had to save up each and every part. The new wiper arms, I got an electric wiper motor. I done away with the vacuum part of it. And, it's just been a long, drawn out, experience of getting parts and maybe catching, like Summit or somebody like that maybe has a sale going on. So that's what I've been doing. I run up on a used chrome grill. The grill in it was red, I think. I don't know, it looked like a dang clown truck, if that makes any sense. I'm not sure what they were thinking, but they spent a lot of money on red. Had to get new headlight bezels, and those are way over $100. So, and new turn signals, I mean, just, new bumpers, everything. I've painted all this stuff myself too, and kind of scuffed it up just a little bit. But I try to do as much as I can myself. Okay, here's what I'm doing today. After kind of cleaning up just a little bit. This truck. I don't know if I've told you this or not, but I used to be a welder. I done that for a living. And I welded on petroleum tanks, like tankers that bring gas to the gas stations and stuff. I used to build those tanks. And I was a welder for years and years. And it paid the bills. I kept food on the table. Sometimes you do what you don't want to do because you have to. So that's what I did. And anyway, my point is, I guess sitting over at Tim's shop in that welding shop with all the dust and grinding, you'd be surprised. It's too cold to wash the truck. I'm not going to do it. I just kind of took a rag and I don't have an air compressor either, so I just kind of wiped it off and cleaned it up best that I could. But anyway, it was pretty dang dirty just sitting in a welding shop. But Tim painted these hood ornaments he made for me, and I'm real proud of them. He painted them red because he didn't want them to rust, and he didn't know at the time what color or whatever I was going to do with them. But here's my plan. My plan is, and I've already started this, and I thought, boy, if I don't make a video, I'm not going to get to see it. But my plan is take all this red paint off and maybe just clear it, get it real shiny and clear it, and maybe put some Penetrol on it, and then hopefully it'll stay without rusting, just stay cleared and kind of look like kind of old chrome or whatever. You got to remember, I don't mind dents or anything. This old truck, this is what I call a shop truck. It's just an old shop truck. That's what I call it. I can't afford full-blown paint jobs nothing like that. You know, I just got to stick with, and you know what, to be honest with you, if I was, you know, a rich person with lots of money and stuff like that, I would still be doing this same thing. You know, I just like the patina look, just the way that, you know, you come up to it and it looks like it's got a story to tell. But that's just me. I just like it. But anyway, if I was Richard Rawlings or something like that, I just like this kind of stuff like this. Oh, here it is. I was looking for this. I had some rough steel wool. I was going to, oh yeah, that's much better. I had real fine earlier, and I thought that's not going to get it, but I kind of like that look like that. Hood ornaments. I've had 2 sets of hood ornaments, the factory ones that goes on. As I said, I've had 4 GMCs, and they all have these hood bulges like a 57 Chevy car. It's a 1-year thing, and I've had 2 sets of those factory hood ornaments. Well, them things you're talking like $1,000 now, and as you know, I've already told you my age. I'm kind of an older guy, so you know it's kind of hard to come up with that kind of money in order for a hood ornament when there's so many other things to, you know, that you might need worse than a hood ornament. So I had Tim make me these, and I'm proud of them because I think they look good. Anyway, I normally go to the junkyard and find some, and if you watched the video I think I put up last week, I said something to the effect of I took some parts off of a 62 Pontiac. Well, what I did was I took the fender ornaments off of it that goes right here on a 62 Pontiac. I ground them down in order to fit this bulge, and boy, they look pretty good. Anyway, this is what I'm doing, and I thought I'd show you one more time. It's red. I don't know how long it'll take me to get all this stuff off. I might have to finish it tomorrow because my wife has called and said she's on her way home, so I'm ready to eat some supper. And the days are short anyway, so by the time that it gets temperature where you can actually do something outside, that's when it starts getting dark, so go figure. But anyway, let me know what you think about this old truck, and I just want to thank Tim again and Corey, and want to thank Jeremy for the steering column. Man, this thing runs like a top. It don't use oil, and I tell you, I just really like this old truck a whole bunch. So anyway, sometimes I think about getting rid of it and maybe moving on to something a little bit more modern, but I don't know. I'm like this with all my trucks. I've got 5 old trucks, and every time I get in them and drive them, I'm thinking, I can't get rid of this, but I don't know. Anyway, just for giggles, tell me what you think a truck like this would be worth in your neck of the woods. I appreciate it. Hang on. Okay, guys, sorry about that. I had a phone call I had to take. So anyway, let me know what you think an old truck like this would be worth, or in where you live. If you live up north or you live Texas way, I live here in Tennessee, so I don't know. I was talking to some of my friends, and we was kind of talking maybe I ought to get rid of this and get something else, but I don't know. Heck, it drives so dang good now. I don't know. But that's just me. Anyway, appreciate you watching the video, as I said. Thanks a lot. Oh, one thing I meant to tell you. If you get a chance, go on Facebook, my Facebook, Primered is Best, and look at this old clunker truck I bought. It's a 71 C10 Chevrolet, of course, long bed, and got a camper top on it. It's junk, but I'm thinking about fooling with it a little bit, you know. I got an old motor at one of my friend's house, and it was a 350 with a 3-speed in the floor. So I got an old 3-speed that I saved out of a 67 Camaro I had years ago, and my buddy's got my old 305. It runs good, and I just been kind of waiting for something. I don't know if I'm going to fool with it or not. I've got a door bought for it. It's missing the driver's side door, missing the seat, but I got a seat already, and what else? Steering column. I've got a steering column, and wheels and tires. I got some wheels and tires. They're pretty good shape. So I don't know. I was just kind of thinking. It kind of reminds me of a farm truck. If you ever watch Street Outlaws, a farm truck, Asian and farm truck, so it kind of looks like that. And I thought maybe, I don't know. I'm still thinking. I don't know where all this money's coming from. If somebody'd like to donate, I'll take it. Anyway, appreciate you watching the video. Please like, subscribe, give me a big old thumbs up, like and subscribe. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think something like this old truck could be worth. And see what else. Oh, look on Instagram. Primer is best. It's all one word. Facebook. Primer is best. And I appreciate you watching my videos. It means a whole lot to me. And I'll catch you in the next one. When I get these hood ornaments done, might be tomorrow, I'll show you what it looks like just kind of cleared, and we'll kind of go from there. You can give me a comment on the hood ornaments when I get done with them. Okay, sorry I'm so long-winded. Y'all have a good day, and I'll catch you in the next one. See you later.